What is important now is to ensure that the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya is observed and is implemented, for it is the hallmark of our governance. If it doesn't work, or if it is sabotaged, as efforts have been orchestrated in the recent past, then it will mean that even with the strong political parties or parties with good structures and elected officials, there will be major threats. Therefore, our foremost focus should be to ensure that in the countdown to 2022 elections, that is 336 days to go, we observe and we compel and we do demand of all players compliance to the Constitution of our country. Number two, to insist on solid policies that are structured, that are agreed, and which should constitute the manifestos of all the parties, whether presenting presidential candidates or not, any party presenting a candidate at any level from MCA to the presidency, so that those manifestos are registered and they are pronounced and the agreements are made public. We do not know, we're here, what was the inside agreement between Uhuru and Ruto. We don't know the transactions that happened between the two. Now, yesterday, we are being told by the so-called Secretary General of the cacophonous Pagani Center that Ruto was asking for 50% of the government. Uhuru never told us that. We had many sessions with him. So it means that there has been a lot of conspiracies, a lot of ad deals.
Is this the first time you heard that, Kabando? Is this the first time you heard that? Was it news to you?
We have heard it many times. We also knew about some of the machinations and so on and so forth. But you know, when they are pronounced by the high-ranking officials of a governing party, they carry weight, and the evidence is presented more lucidly than it would through some socio or random discussions. What I'm saying is that whatever is being discussed now, for instance, I have seen my friend Moses, my colleague Mwangi Kionjori, and our friend Mother trying to bring political leaders together. It's a good move. And everybody in any community and in every region has a right and has the obligation to bring unity or purpose for one agenda or the other in the interest of regions, communities, and the country. But what needs to be emphasized is exactly what we are discussing and what we want to put on the table. Because Uhuru and Ruto in 2012 at the Afra Stadium and thereafter in the presidential campaigns talked about uniting two communities that were fighting. And it was not essentially bad, because it's true that there have been a struggle between the Kalejins and the Kikuyus, particularly in the Rift Valley, since the onset of multi-party politics, largely because of the politics of division and the politics of atrocity and violence that happened during the KANU time in 1992 elections and 1987. So we understood that agenda to be positive. But what we need to do is now this route to invest in contracts that are pronounced. Remember, in the year 2002, the Liberal Democratic Party of Raila Odinga, Jose Toti, and others that had broken away from the falling KANU then, went into a contract with the National Alliance Party of Kenya of Mwai Kibaki, Charity Gilu, and Wamalwa. I was at Hilton witnessing the signing of MOU. But little did we know about the top structure of governments that were being arranged between LDP and NAK. Immediately after elections, barely 6 months into the new government of the Rainbow Coalition, hell broke loose because the MOU was not implemented.
I think the message
there is importance to is about political honesty, and ending political chicanery. That is political deception and the politics of this community entering into an agreement with another community, and this individual negotiating with another individual so that they can be at the high table.
Kabando.
We need to have all those negotiations that are happening and that will be entered and will be registered to be pronounced at Uhuru-Park or any other public fora.
Okay.
And the people remain accountable to those instruments after the elections. Otherwise, we'll have the arrangement that we have had between Uhuru and Ruto, and now, according to some of us, analyzing, Uhuru did not mean to go the whole way, and Ruto knew that it was not going to go the whole way. But now they are subjecting the whole country, a president and his deputy, to a lot of unnecessary acrimony and noise.
Kabando,
and accusations
yes.
and counter-accusations.
Thank you.
That are not on the national menu. Okay.